Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Washington Commanders.
First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This defense for the Bills, very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The result of first down as the quick slant gets him 14.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Daniels going to throw for it. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Allen off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First and 10, Taylor now.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
To the air goes Daniels. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. Big strides. Look at him go.
Touchdown, Washington.
Luke Musgrave.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
That's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You talk about this Washington defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
First down, Bill.
Somebody gotta do it. Come on, put up on a gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off. 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 Ain't no other king than his rep thing, they siblings. Nothing for my children.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and 5. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This one from 48 yards away. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Daniels. And this is incomplete.
Intended for Jalen Lane. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Over the middle, complete. That's Lane. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They go play action. Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Lane from 10 yards out. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, Bills 3.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop it.
Commanders 14, Bills 10.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Daniels looking to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now we'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Allen now looks to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here, but that one falls incomplete.
after the incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 2. To the air, Allen. Shakir holds it in. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
He's got his receiver, Blaine. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. Given 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. 1:57 to go in this 1st half on EA Sports. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
At the Bills' 40-yard line.
This is 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's got room at the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw. Daniels. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Patterson's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to throw one up from the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Has his man, it's Shakir. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
It's second and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. On play action, Allen got a man and he hits it in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17-all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
At the 38-yard line.
Now Daniels. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Daniel's going to keep it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Back to throw. Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 33 yards that time.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing every play takes on a bigger significance. And this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary. And that's a job well done there.
Taylor is going backwards here. They come in and drop it all the way back at the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To the air goes Daniels. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. So a response there to the touchdown, the opening drive of this 3rd quarter, as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that, because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Allen off the bootleg. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And this is going to be a Commanders first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Bills' 38-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6. Looking to throw. Daniels. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Play action. Now it's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And down inside the 15 he goes. and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now receiver in motion left. Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that's a group that's well aware of what's going on the scoreboard right now. Excellent work by them to push them back. That defense, they want to make sure the worst they come out of this with is a field goal and a tie game.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Keon Coleman, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken a fourth quarter lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Project, this ain't what you want.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels. He finds his man complete. That's Alexander. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before we get a good head of steam going. How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. All right, open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 64 yards. And the Commanders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through all the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
Bills 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. A big play here for Buffalo. 51 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw, it's Allen. On the arc.